What happens when a creature that lives to be seen faces one that lives to be unseen? In the ancient, emerald depths of the Indonesian rainforest, two myths walk the earth. One is a ghost, a specter named for a hundred-eyed giant of legend, whose beauty is a secret kept by the forest itself. The other is a living river of muscle and scale, a titan of the undergrowth so powerful it has been worshipped as a god. These two sovereigns rule their domains in solitude, their paths rarely meant to cross. But in this unforgiving world, territories collide, and ancient law dictates that only one can prevail. This is a battle of lethal artistry versus primordial power. The artist against the assassin. One, a guardian with 100 eyes. The other, a serpent that can swallow the sun. Two sovereigns of the same jungle, two masterpieces of survival. But when their paths cross, who would win? To answer this, we will journey deep into their world, dissect their biology, and analyze their tactics to deliver a definitive verdict. In the theater of the jungle, we meet our first contender, the great Argus. Not just a bird, but a living legend. The hundred-eyed guardian. Standing over 3 feet tall, its total length can exceed 6 feet, thanks to its monumental tail feathers. But this champion is built for agility, not brawn. A lightweight fighter weighing a mere 5 to 6 pounds, it relies on speed and reflexes. Its weapons are those of a fencer. Sharp, bony spurs on its legs act as daggers, capable of delivering slashing kicks. Its beak, strong enough to crack the hardest seeds, can serve as a piercing weapon. Even its wings, designed for display, can be used to buffet and disorient an attacker with surprising force. Its armor is evasion. Elite hearing and eyesight detect predators long before they are visible, while explosive reflexes allow it to dodge with incredible speed. But its greatest defense is not a weapon, but an illusion. By flashing its 6-foot wings, the sudden appearance of 100 eyes is designed to startle, confuse, and intimidate. And here is its challenger. A creature that doesn't need a stage. The reticulated titan. This is the world's longest snake, a 20-foot behemoth of pure muscle. A true heavyweight, it outweighs its opponent by more than 30 to 1. Its first weapon is speed, launching its head forward faster than a human can react. Its mouth holds nearly 100 backward curving teeth, not for chewing, but living grappling hooks designed for an inescapable grip. Its ultimate weapon is constriction. A crushing pressure of up to 14 psi, like having a truck parked on your chest, it stops the heart in seconds. Its armor is the forest itself. A geometric pattern so perfect, it makes a 20-foot giant disappear. Its dense muscle is its own shield, a fortress of power that is difficult to damage. The matchup is set. A 6-pound artist against a 200-pound assassin. The fencer versus the grappler. The great Argus brings lethal artistry. Its advantages are speed, razor-sharp spurs, and a display designed to shock and awe. The reticulated python counters with primordial power. Its weapons are patience, invisibility, and a force of constriction no creature of the Argus's size could withstand. When these two forces meet, which strategy will prevail? This is the arena. An ancient Indonesian rainforest, where life and death are separated by a single shadow. For the great Argus, every day is a test of vigilance. It is a forager, its diet consisting of fallen fruit, seeds, and insects found on the forest floor. It patrols its territory with regal confidence, every movement a blend of elegance and acute awareness. It is a master of this sun-dappled world, but it knows that in these shadows, danger is a constant companion. But in this same forest, a different ruler holds court. The reticulated python, a titan of the undergrowth. Its world is one of patience, silence, and sudden, shocking violence. As dusk falls, the jungle becomes the domain of the ambush predator. The python is a hypercarnivore. It doesn't compete with the Argus for food. The Argus is food. Moving like a silent river, it flows through the undergrowth, its forked tongue tasting the air, reading the secret stories left by potential prey. It is a solitary engine of predation, waiting for the environment to come to it. The board is set. Two solitary rulers now know they are not alone. The Argus discovers the smooth, wide track of the giant snake, its instinctual unease palpable. Miles away, the python hears the Argus's distinct call, its body tensing as it registers the sound not as a rival, but as a meal. Pinpointing the source, the great snake begins to move with silent, inexorable purpose. The ancient dance of predator and prey has begun. The conflict has a trigger, a location that will draw these two forces together. For the Argus, this clearing is everything, the culmination of its life's work, a stage to pass on its genes. Evolution has driven it here. Its very survival depends on this display. Its art is its legacy. But for a predator, this predictable location is not a sanctuary. It's a trap. As the Argus steps onto its stage, its guard momentarily lowered, a head of diamond and gold rises from the shadows. For the python, there is no art. Only hunger. And the stage is the perfect hunting ground. The dancing ground has become a dueling ground. The moment freezes, a silent, absolute challenge hanging in the humid air, the world holding its breath before the inevitable explosion of violence. To understand the outcome, we must first understand the combatant's life work. Their profession, forged by evolution. The great Argus is not a killer. Its profession is that of a territorial performer. Its life is a series of rituals, defending its stage from rivals in brief, stylized skirmishes that are more about status than survival. When facing a predator, its strategy is entirely defensive. Its playbook is built around not getting caught. Against a smaller threat, it deploys its secret weapon, the dymatic display. In a fluid motion, it fans its wings into a 6-foot wall of 100 hypnotic, staring eyes. An act of visual warfare, an illusion designed not to kill, but to terrify and deceive. For most predators, this shocking transformation is enough to halt an attack and force a retreat. It is a strategy of intimidation, not annihilation. In stark contrast, the python has only one profession, it is a silent assassin. A specialist in the art of the patient kill. It is a masterpiece of energy conservation, sometimes waiting motionless for weeks. It will ignore smaller prey, saving its power for a more substantial reward. Its strategy is ruthlessly efficient: identify a target, become invisible, and explode into a single, decisive, all-or-nothing strike. The attack is a blur of pure, predatory focus. Once its razor-sharp teeth have a grip, it does not let go. Its ultimate weapon is not venom, but pure power. Its patient and powerful crushing constriction stops blood flow and the heart itself. The kill is swift, silent, and absolute. This is a clash of two different minds. The Argus operates on ritualistic instinct. Its life is a complex series of patterns, a dance choreographed by millennia of evolution. The python's mind is different, a cold calculator of energy, patience, and force. A primordial instinct stripped of all but the essential: detect, strike, constrict. It does not think, it is a weapon. The performer against the assassin. Ritual versus instinct. Art versus power. The standoff shatters. The python explodes from its coil, a 20-foot blur of muscle and speed. Its jaw is wide, its 100 teeth ready to grip. But the Argus's hyper-aware senses grant it a millisecond's advantage. With an explosive leap, it evades the strike, the snake's fangs grazing its chest and sending a cloud of iridescent feathers into the air. The attack is avoided, but the fight has just begun. Landing with perfect balance, the Argus immediately pivots and unleashes its greatest weapon. Its magnificent wings snap open, creating a 6-foot wall of 100 staring eyes. Against a mammalian predator, this is a terrifying, confusing sight. But the python's reptilian brain doesn't process the illusion as a threat. It sees only a large, warm-blooded shape. It hesitates for a single, crucial second, recalculating its target. The Argus seizes the moment. It lunges forward, kicking and slashing with its dagger-like leg spurs, landing several sharp blows on the snake's body. The strikes draw blood, but against a 200-pound fortress of muscle, they are mere pinpricks. The pain only enrages the python, sharpening its absolute focus. It strikes again. This time, it doesn't aim for the quick-moving head. It targets the bird's center of mass. The python connects. The bird's greatest asset for display, its massive wings, now become its fatal liability. Caught in the snake's grip, they prevent any chance of escape. Instantly, the first thick coil sweeps around the bird's torso. A panicked cry is cut short as a second coil follows, pinning the Argus's spurs and beak against the crushing muscle. The result is definitive. The great Argus's defenses, a brilliant strategy of illusion and intimidation, are designed to prevent a fight. But once the python closed the distance, the contest was no longer about artistry. It became a simple, brutal equation of physics. The sheer disparity in weight and raw power was insurmountable. The fencer was caught by the grappler. And in this arena, once the hold is taken, there is no escape. In the Indonesian jungle, beauty is a strategy for life, but power is the final arbiter. The Argus played its part in the grand theater of evolution. But on this day, its stage became a hunting ground for a creature of a more ancient law, the python, reticulated. It is not cruel, it is the brutal, beautiful cycle that defines the wild.